There is Matt Longo, the sophomore from Littleton, Colorado, who takes a lot of pride in the fact that Army brought 12 boxers to nationals. Dr. Ray Barone, the retired lieutenant colonel, the coach of Army boxing, bringing Longo and 11 others. 6 have made it to the championship night. Longo, the 119-pound, 5'7" sophomore, chemical engineering major. Longo will face Jesse the Hornet Horton, the junior from Air Force. His late father, Charles Horton, was an Air Force Academy graduate and a pilot. Jesse spent part of his formative years in the United Arab Emirates when his father was training UAE pilots after the first Gulf War. So Jesse Horton focused on East Asia in his studies at the Air Force Academy, including politics, history, and economics. He is studying both Japanese and Arabic languages. And now let's check out the tail of the tape, sponsored by Ed Shave Gel.
How are we doing, sir?
And here as they look at that, a little bit older is Horton, a little bit taller is Longo. The big difference there is that reach. Look at Longo's reach, 28 inches. That's from the underarm to the outside of the fingertip. So he's got a little bit of longer reach, and hopefully he'll use it. Matt Longo may fight from the outside.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for our next national championship bout. And our 119-pound national championship is a rematch of last year's final. First up, boxing out of the red corner from the United States Air Force Academy, Jesse Horton, your defending national champion. And his opponent, boxing out of the blue corner from the United States Military Academy, Matt Longo. The referee for our 119-pound match, Mr. Enrique Orsi from Laredo, Texas.
As Tom Forrest mentioned, this is a rematch of last year's final in the 119-pound weight division, won by Jesse Horton. Sean, what do you expect to see from Horton and Longo tonight?
Well, these two know each other very well because they've fought before. They're going to pick it up where they left it off last time. In that last fight, Horton had the advantage. He was able to jab, maneuver, box around. So it'll be up for Longo to go after him and try to take that play away.
As you saw in the tail of the tape, a much longer reach from Matt Longo at 28 inches compared to 25.25 from Jesse Horton.
And he'll use it too.
And watch how well
last part of the round, Longo came back. But remember, this is a point system.
Meaning you're scoring on the contact you make.
What matters mostly is landing punches on your opponent, not who's coming back.
Thus far, how well do you think Horton's executed the game plan in round 3?
Horton's done a terrific job. He has started like right there. He does a nice job going downstairs and then coming up, as Ed Wishers wanted him to do. So he's executing exactly like the coach says. Good left hook.
Backing Matt Longo to the ropes. Longo counters and has Horton on the ropes for the first time. Horton punches out of it.
And Horton was hurt. Big left hook from Longo. A Longo left hook. Another one. What a slugfest.
Longo working the body. He goes upstairs to bloody the nose of Jesse Horton. Nearing the end of round 3. It's Longo working the body of Horton.
And mixing it up. 30 seconds left in this round. Still plenty of time. Big left hook from Longo.
Longo scoring with that left hook.
Oh.
The left hook again. Direct hit. Right on Horton.
And
down
Horton
to the wire in round 3.
What a back and forth battle. This final round, they both want it. Stop, says the referee. Keep your head up. They don't like ducking their head too low in this tournament.
Longo scoring big with the left hook, trying to land a few more on the bloodied nose of Horton at the end of round 3.
Wow, what a finish. Both fighters show they want this championship. Did you see that final round? Both of them going after it.
What efforts from Jesse Horton from Air Force and Matt Longo from Army.
Well, in that final round, the complexion sure changed in this fight. Did you see these combinations? It was Longo going downstairs, Longo taking punches over the top, underneath, and then it was Horton who came back. Again, Longo with that right hand, connecting very well. Those shots all score points. But the problem for Longo is that Horton came back from that and he scored many points too. Who scored the most points? What a good match. They both wanted it in that final round.
And the great respect between the fighters. Eddie Wisher's coaching Jesse Horton, and Dr. Ray Barone, the former lieutenant colonel in the Army, coaching Matt Longo. And these fighters gave it their all in the 119-pound title bout. And left it all out there. Horton, the junior, and Matt Longo, the sophomore. So we could see these fighters again in the NCBA Collegiate Boxing Championships.
Well, they did it once before. They did it tonight. They may as well do it again. Have a third one.
Horton, last year's champion. This is the rematch of the 2007 final. Awaiting the decision between Jesse Horton of Air Force and Matt Longo of Army.
Very nice, and this crowd loves it.
Let's check in with Tom Forrest.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for our decision in our 119-pound national championship. Our winner, boxing out of the blue corner from the United States Military Academy, and new NCBA national champion, Matt Longo.
So the rematch from 2007 goes to Matt Longo of Army. Horton won the title in 2007. Longo wins the 119-pound championship in 2008. And 5 points go to Army, contending for their first team championship.
Ladies
Army
and gentlemen,
had the lead
presenting
going into
the
tonight.
award in our 119-pound weight division is Mr. Dave Halstead from the University of Nevada, Reno. Dave was our 1968 team championship boxer in the 126-pound division. Dave, come forward and present our awards. We'd also like to acknowledge our fourth place finisher, Tyler Sexton from the University of Kentucky, and our third place competitor in the 119-pound division from the United States Naval Academy, Bout.
What's that?
Sean O'Grady's in the ring with our 119-pound champ, Matt Longo.
Thank you, Carter. Matt Longo, congratulations. What won this fight for you?
Just a lot of hard training, hard work from my coaches, my team, support from my family. All that stuff helps the whole way through. So it's real good to have.
Coach is telling you what to do in that final round. How did you go after him?
He said, "We got 2 minutes left. Lay it all out on the line. Everything hard that we worked for this year, all the struggles we had." He said, "Just put it all out on the line." That last round.
Take a look over here at the monitor. This is the final round. What were you thinking here, Matt?
Well, I just told myself I got to keep punching, don't stop punching, because if I do that, then I may not score enough points to win. So,
well, you scored enough points. You won the fight. You got a belt. You need to get some bigger belt loops for this belt. Yeah. But congratulations, right. He's a champion. How about that, Reno? You got a champion here in the 119-pound division. Carter.
Sean, it's Matt Longo, whose grandfather, John Longo, the Air Force grad. Matt said that inspired him to go to the United States Military Academy. And in the rematch of last year's 119-pound final, Matt Longo defeats Jesse Horton to score a big win for Army.